If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that sub button for more amazing content. Now, let's jump straight into the video. What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofino1 bringing you guys in another YouTube video, and from the title you guys can see that Netflix has decided to slow down on its upcoming action thriller Fast and Loose, which would star Will Smith. Many of you know they've been talking about this non-stop, literally on the news, like, will y'all stop about the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock situation that happened at the Oscars. Just to give a quick recap, Chris Rock had made a joke about, Jada Pinkett Smith regarding G.I. Jane, saying kind of like, hey, G.I. Jane 2, and I think at first Will Smith thought it was funny, maybe just to kind of go along. But for those who don't know, Jada Smith has alopecia, which means her hair has been falling out in clumps, which is the reason why she just ended up shaving it off completely. And, Will Smith, he saw his wife's expression, and, he went up there and pretty much slapped the man in the face, and that caused a lot of controversy. You had, I think a lot of people thought it was staged. Like, at first I thought it was staged, and then I think a lot of people, they were making memes. I mean, that's literally been the talk on, like, these different social media platforms like Facebook and et cetera, et cetera. And so Netflix, they talked about director David Leitch reportedly also pulled away from the project, electing to move to the Ryan Gosling vehicle Fall Guy for Universal. After beginning to search for a new director, Netflix has now halted Fast and Loose in the days following the Oscars. And right now it's pretty uncertain if they're going to ever get back to it. And this is kind of what I talked about in the previous videos, that, I think at first some people are like, oh, okay, they felt like he did right. And some people still do feel like he did right. But in the end, Will Smith has a lot of stuff going for him. So I mean, think about it. His whole family pretty much has a set package. He has his YouTube channel that's doing good. His wife, regardless of them being in an open relationship or open marriage or not, she has the Red Talk, where she has her, and I believe it's her mother and her daughter. They bring different guests where they talk about stuff. It's pretty much like a talk show. Then, their kids, I would say their kids are a little weird, but, they have like their own lane of weirdness in a sense, so everyone is kind of doing their own thing. Everyone fits in their own lane. And so for him to go up there and pretty much just go off and start acting crazy and slapping Chris Rock, who in my opinion, he's known, but I would say Will Smith is overall a bigger brand, a bigger deal than he is, he hurt himself. And then now, he's resigned from the Academy, meaning that, he can make a lot of different movies, but, they won't be nominated. He probably will never get an Oscar ever again. And I believe it just kind of tarnished his appearance. Will Smith was always looked at as, professional in a sense, and, funny guy. Their family, honestly, has been looked at as amazing, regardless of whatever has came out with on the red table with him and his wife. So the fact that he did that, it kind of just messed up his whole, I think it just messed up his whole brand, and it messed up a lot of future things that he could have possibly had going for himself. Like some of the movies that maybe he may want to be, or people may have thought of him to be in, that might not be the case no more because of what happened. People, everything is about perception. Everything is about reputation. You can say what you want. I mean, I do believe that this will pass. Obviously, Chris Rock, he didn't file any charges, which would have made the situation even worse. The police didn't escort him from the scene, but it's just, to me, he should have said something like, hey man, I don't appreciate you saying that. Please don't talk about my wife in that manner, but for him to go up there and slap him to pretty much result to violence, he didn't think. I mean, that's the reality of what it is. He did not think. He acted first, thought about it later, and he's going to have to pay the consequences because of it. I'm just surprised that Chris Rock didn't go off on him, because if someone went up there and slapped me in public on TV, your reaction probably would have been, hey, I'm going to go whoop this guy's ass. Like, I'm going to go fight him. So we'll see what happens, but I think he's still, because of who he is, who his brand is, I don't think they should take the Oscar for him, because that Oscar was already set for him to get. The movie was already done before all of that happened. But moving forward, I mean, yes, there has to be some type of consequences, or else in a sense, are we telling people that, hey, if someone says something that you don't like, you're supposed to resort to violence? That's pretty much what we're saying, right? So there has to be some level of consequence / punishment. But hey, let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Fan Army.